Hi, my name's Adam. I live here in Parkland, Florida. And I know you're hearing a lot of crap about what happened here. And some of it's really true. And it's really sad. I just came back from a vigil. 10,000 people crying, praying, screaming, applauding. Some of the strongest, nicest, best people in the world live here. What I'm trying to say is this. All this bullshit you're hearing and all these politicians and all this crap, that's what it is. It's crap. Tell me about signs. Tell me about this kid. It's not about the kid. It's about the system. It's always about the system. We create maniacs. We let them fall through the cracks. Let's talk about this kid. Member of my town. Like him or not. Member of my town. His father died. It happens. His mother died. That happens too. I'm sad for him. He goes to his school throws him out. Oh, yeah, let him throw him out. You see his Instagram? That wasn't his Instagram. Not when his parents died. That wasn't his Instagram. His Instagram was, please help me. But here in Parkland, this beautiful place, they didn't throw him out because he was a bad kid. That had nothing to do with it. What they do is care about their budget and care about being the #1 school in Florida. So when they threw him out with 50 other kids. How do I know this? I'm here. I know how they work. The fact is that 50 kids every month get thrown into alternate school here because it could hurt the budget if their GPA drops. And it could stop them from being the #1 school. Let me tell you, you take that attitude and you times it by all the kids picking on him, because you know how cruel kids are today. You times it by every school in the country, so you have millions of kids, and out of those millions of kids, some are going to fall through the cracks, and some of them are actually maniacs. So don't tell me about guns. I was in Publix today. This woman, I'm a single dad, and they know me in Publix, and they asked how my daughter was. And this woman standing next to me says, wow, if they don't get a hold of the guns and do something, this is going to keep happening. I looked at her. I went off on her. I feel bad that I went off on her. Because the fact is this, we're so safe in this town that when kids get out of school at 3 o'clock, they cross the street by 200 at a clip. And none of them are even looking at cars because it's so safe that don't worry, the cars will stop. It's not like where I grew up in New York. You'd be dead. They're not even looking. They're looking down. So you take away the maniac's gun. But he gets a Ford F-150 diesel, weighs 5,000 pounds, and he heads right at him. He could do more damage with a Ford than, I don't care, all the guns in the whole world. Guns? More guns. I want more cops. I want to support my police department. I want them to know that they're doing a great job and that we're not the enemy and that we count on them. This is insanity, what's going on. And people with their politics, it's horrible. People with politics have no idea what politics are. Politics are a lie. What if I told you that a left wing and a right wing, well, it's part of the same bird. Are you stupid? And people talking about rights, you don't talk about your rights, you talk about your wants. You're not Democrats and you're not Republicans. To be a Democrat means, to be a liberal means that you read the Constitution and you want to take a liberal stance on the 10th Amendment. To be a Republican means you read the Constitution and you want to take a conservative stance on the 10th Amendment. You don't know what the 10th Amendment is? You're not a Democrat. You're not a Republican. You're a fucking whining asshole talking about my kids in my neighborhood that are dead. So stop telling me about guns and stop telling me about your politics and stop telling me about Trump. You hate Trump? Good. Hate his fucking guts. Because he needs to stop saying, let's make America great again, and just fucking do it and make it great. They hated Lincoln so much, they shot him. They hated Kennedy so much, they shot him. You don't get to be a good president until 20 years later. That's when we know if you were a good president or not. We don't know if you're a good president when you're a president. It takes time. You got to put things in motion. So shut up about your stupid rights, because you don't know what a right is. You want to know what a right is? Read the Constitution. And once you do, you'll shut up, like the smart people. Shame on you, Nancy Pelosi. Shame on all these stupid people taking advantage of people that never read about their rights. And then they want to sit here and talk about rights to a bunch of people who just lost their kids. Let me tell you something. Somebody I grew up with, a pair, two people I grew up with, lost their daughter, a beautiful girl. And we're angry, and we're sad, and we're praying for this. And it ain't about guns. These are real people. This isn't politics. This isn't opinions. Somebody needs to do something. We can't fix the system. You want to know why we can't fix it? We're the problem. We're 50 years old. All those old people that were the problem, they're dead. We run the place. This is what we did with it. What we need to do is start paying more attention to teachers. We need to let those teachers know that they matter, because they are the ones with our children who are making the next group of people that will run the system. And if we don't stop paying people $200 million to catch a ball while we can't pay $18,000 to somebody to pay attention to our kids, they can't pay attention to our kids. They can't pay their own bills. These poor teachers, how are they supposed to hug our kids? How are they supposed to love our kids when we treat them so poorly and treat assholes so well? This doesn't make sense at all to me. But whatever you do, don't tell me about guns. Because I wanted those police to have a lot of guns when they went into that school. And I wish I had one myself to protect my children with. And I wish everybody had a gun that could have protected our children. Stop making maniacs. Forget about stop making guns. They're going to keep making guns. We need guns. We need all this crap. And we need Ford F-150s too. Fix the system that makes maniacs. Stop letting these little kids, and that's what they are, 17, 18 years old, they're little children. Stop letting them fall through the cracks so that you could buy a pocketbook, so that you could buy a fancier car. Start hugging these kids, start caring for these kids, and look for the one that falls through the cracks and get him out of that fucking crack, because he had potential. This kid Nick had potential. Yeah, he lost his mind. I'd lose my mind. God knows what that kid went through, and I don't give a fuck about him particularly. You know, let me at him. Draw and quarter him. Get the blowtorch and the pair of pliers. Let's get medieval. But that's not going to stop the next maniac. We make maniacs. Stop it. Start hugging your kids. Start caring more about your kids than you do about football games and kneeling at football games and politics that you have no idea what you're talking about. And start paying attention to your school and start raising good kids. Kids that take care of other kids, not pick on them. Teachers that take care of our kids, not throw them out of schools because it could affect a paycheck. And all of a sudden you'll see this stop. I don't know if anybody's listening. I don't even know if I care. I'm just tired of typing about it. But whatever you do, don't talk about guns. Pray for little kids. Pray for the parents in my town. Pray for the parents up in Sandy Hook. Pray for the parents in Columbine. Pray for them. Don't talk to me about guns. Guns don't kill people. We kill people.